We are the premier organization that sort of sets policies, understands sort of the research around graduate education.
It's helped me grow as a professional. It's helped me grow as a dean.
Being at CGS really keeps us at the forefront of graduate education.
You know, one thing I expected when I first came to CGS, you know, you come in as somebody who doesn't know much and you expect you're going to be given all the answers. It's not really the way it works, but what was very heartening about it is many people had the same questions that I did.
As a Hispanic serving institution, our campus is committed to underrepresented students, and what the member resources allow us to do is to be able to talk to other Hispanic institutions, share resources, share programs, share ideas about how we can support those students to actually provide ways to diversify the professoriate, to have greater impact in industry in terms of diversity. And so being able to be a part of CGS allows us to be able to have that platform for our students.
Some of the things that I've been really impressed that are available to professionals at master's granting institutions include their dedicated master's committee. So they actually have a committee dedicated to issues specific to the master's student. Yes, of course, they have a suite of similar supports for PhD and doctoral students, but I really do appreciate that they have this dedicated group of professionals thinking about the master's degree and the master's student.
Part of being a public university is being accountable to the public, being accountable to the taxpayers. And we have to be able to make a case to the public, to the legislature, to the taxpayers, that the money we're spending on stipends, tuition waivers, the research that graduate students do is worth the money.
So we consider ourselves to be a very international institution, but that doesn't mean that we always know what others are doing. I think the interest for me, for CGS, is not even just that it's North American, but it's global, so that our students can benefit from whatever we learn.
When Tulane restructured after Hurricane Katrina, they eliminated the graduate school. So I advised the provost on all graduate issues, but graduate students are admitted to the academic units. And because CGS has so many diverse members, if you will, in terms of institutions, there's some with graduate schools who basically act the same way I do without a graduate school, and then there's some with graduate schools that are very centralized. And so I can advise the provost about all those issues, and I learn a lot of that from here.
The discussions that we had at every meeting, at every session, about how people are approaching questions, additional complicating factors, data points that are needed to look into these things more deeply, to find solutions. I don't know what I'd be doing without it. And then I can also go to some of the member resources where, because of course CGS has data that helps us then make a case to our programs, our institution, about why it's important to then implement the ideas that I come back with.
Things like time to degree, starting new programs, program reviews, all that kind of stuff as an infrastructure with CGS.
It gives us the literature that we really need. It's more than useful, it's respected data, so that I can just give it to my colleagues and say, take a few seconds, look at this.
It allows us to have a broad platform to network with our partners, with other institutions that are similar to us, but as well as other institutions that have really great ideas.
They really invite input from the full, diverse complement of their membership. So I've been really impressed with the fact that they want that input and representation across institution type and Carnegie classification.